And welcome back to the Xfinity Desk. Element and T2 about to bring you the very last match of the night. Keeping in mind there's only 2 more match days left here. That's going to be Wednesday and Thursday of next week. But today, Ronin, the last 2 teams we're looking at, Ronin versus Team Liquid. Both of these rosters are going to be a little bit different here. Ronin, of course, falling before, and Team Liquid, however, picking up that convincing win over Team Envious just last night.
This is going to be a very good series, especially if Ronin is playing at the level that they have been in scrims. You can see the record 1-3, but they did have L-Town, that man in the front, coming in and replacing Kratos, which has allowed the other players to step it up in the kills and deaths department. You got Spartan, Suspector, Straight Sick. You're looking at him right there on the right-hand side of L-Town. Straight Sick and Spartan, they have great communication for Slayers. Maybe some of the best communication for players that are known for having the power weapons in their hands. Typically, when you see someone with the power weapons, they tend to close down their communication a little bit and not be as vocal because they're focused on their shot and responding to callouts, but not these guys, always constantly barking out the callouts. On the other hand, they're going up against a Team Liquid team that we did see have a phenomenal performance yesterday with a new addition of Ace instead of Reigns. So it's insane to think that they were able to win that series there because of the fact that they just formed that squad. So fantastic gameplay coming out from them. Let's see if they can carry that win on over today, because Ronin is playing for a lot. Not like both of these teams don't want to earn anything like that, but Ronin has just a tad bit more to play for in terms of they need this win to improve to that second into the 2 and 3 mark, so they're not sitting at the 1 and 4 space, because that puts them in a guaranteed must-win position against Evil Geniuses in order to avoid relegation.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's go ahead and take a look at the series layout. What these maps these teams are going to face off on. Eden Strongholds,
Yes.
Rig Slayer, Coliseum CTF. So Tom, you're happy about some of these.
Oh, I love Eden Strongholds, one of my favorite game types. I love rockets, I love camo, I love overshield. I mean, heck, if you could throw a sniper rifle in there like there is in Slayer, go for it, man. As many power-ups and power weapons as possible so I can pad the stats.
Yeah,
everyone knows that I can't shoot with the pistol and the other weapons, so I need the sniper rifle, the rockets, the camo, and the overshield in order to be successful. But no, so much strategy goes into Eden Strongholds. I love that game type. I mean, there's so much space to wander around. You have so many great different angles that you can take. Just, I love it. I love it. It's a great way to start it off.
Definitely see some epic games played here on Eden as well. Lots of lines of sight. These teams, or pretty much every team, knows the spawn system on these maps pretty well by now, I'd say. So that's always something to keep in mind. And it's also allows you to, focus on security or focus on the turbine area. And you'll see a lot of times on this map as well, those full team rotations. We saw the player outlines, everybody moving as a pack around the map. You see that same kind of stuff here. And then some of the crazy angles, Frosty sniping top catwalk through the cracks into turbine, picking up a double kill a couple seasons ago.
Is this thing new, by the way? I just wanted to know.
Oh, my hair?
Or is that just kind of falling down? Is that like the new style? Because, it could work.
It's the lazy style, I think.
Okay, it's I didn't put enough gel in my hair.
Right, exactly.
So, it's all right, understandable. But let's see what's going on in the game. It's going to be obviously Team Liquid taking on Ronin. Ooh, Eco doesn't get the overshield. Oh. Nice nade by Suspector. He was only a sliver away, a couple milliseconds away from securing that full OV.
It doesn't get much closer than that, and Eco can't be happy about that one with how close and how fast he got to that overshield to begin with, but great grenade from Suspector nonetheless.
Yeah, so that's going to be first points on the board here for Ronin and Rockets as well. Obviously, we talked about the overshield being burned. Ace, he's going to thrust out of the way of that. Rocket Suspector still trying to hunt him down. Wow, Ace dodging that right there as well, taking Suspector down to no shields. Thought that was going to do just a little bit more damage, but keep in mind that he did thrust away from that and it was a little bit behind. So now Rocket's possibly going on over to L-Town, but Liquid is going to capture Red Nest, and nobody died over there. L-Town, so unfortunate that he wasn't able to connect with the damage on those grenades.
Yeah, but now it's just looks like we're on board here with Ace. They do have Catwalk. They're putting points on the board. You can see onto the observer mode here. Rockets found their hands over to Suspector. We'll see as he moves around the map here what he's going to be doing. We're watching Sub-Zero, who is fighting Suspector. That's not going to work out in your favor. Don't want to bring a knife to a gunfight.
Not at all, and now they're doubling up on the red nest, exactly what you want to do, but be careful. Multiple grenades coming in, this time from Eco. He gets the kill onto Suspector. You do hear Catwalk going on over to Ronin as well, so it's so important for Spartan to stay alive over here towards red, and he gets shut down. I was expecting him to try to keep a little bit more of his shields in that scenario because he was the anchor to watch both Catwalk and red nest, so now this is opening up for Liquid to charge in. Stellar B picking up that killing spree. Eco coming in and cleaning up what he was starting, and now Spartan is the last guy alive over towards that Catwalk area. Fortunately for Ronin, they're still able to capitalize and put points on the board because they have that Catwalk area. Now Ace potentially pushing in for an overkill, finds the triple kill. He just needs to go and get the beat down instead. Suspector gonna back down. Could be a potential delayed overkill for Ace. Not gonna happen though, just gonna keep his shields and then re-challenge around the corner. However, he does get pinched from the spawns coming in around the side. Had to challenge that because he knew the player was coming behind him. All that time though allowed multiple players for Liquid to push into the Stronghold.
Definitely would have been nice to get that kill, get that overkill, but nonetheless bought so much time for his team. Stellar gets the rockets. They have control still, so this is a Stronghold. It's not a CTF or a Slayer. Doesn't matter if you're getting all of those kills, you just need to buy time.
That's true, and now a triple cap on the board, and it's a pretty dangerous triple cap because you still have a little bit of overshield in the hands of Stellar. That's the rocket guy too that Straight Sick is fighting. That's a pretty big kill. Trade the camo guy for the overshield rocket guy. Not the worst trade in the world, not the best trade in the world. I think Straight Sick probably would prefer to stay alive with that camouflage, but either way, they still have the triple cap in effect for Team Liquid. Where are they going to go to stop the bleeding for Ronin? It looks like it's coming on over towards the Catwalk. One player going to hop in, only capture it halfway. So now Sub-Zero aware that they're going to be charging over there. That's 2 kills going on over to Ronin. They're capturing Blue Ben and Catwalk. So not only trying to stop the bleeding, but trying to put some pressure on their own. A potential reverse triple cap coming into effect. Spartan rotating outside, but could have stayed in the Stronghold just a little bit longer. Now he gets caught out and has to back off all the way.
Yeah, and this is a scary moment as we're watching Spartan here. You have Liquid trying to focus up on the Catwalk, but you can see in the kill feed there, Straight Sick grabs himself a kill. Eco doesn't know there's a player behind him, but he does know there's one in front of him. They just get collapsed on. They were getting some control, but looks like they may start losing Nest. It's going to be a big play for Spartan, but Stellar sees it coming. Perfect shots, and he is focusing and will secure a bend.
Nice job there by Stellar. I thought Spartan got a little bit too excited challenging in there, sprinting as well. And Stellar, I believe, was the only guy capturing that at the time. And now you're just going to see them really slow this down outside towards the turbine area, as they should. Because if they're able to secure this rockets, they can grab that, rotate on over towards the pit for the overshield. Great job by Stellar, adding pressure on over towards the red fan. There it is, rotating rockets. Most likely going on over towards the pit to watch the overshield. There it is. Very common play. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out what Stellar wants. There it is. 47. Now he's going to rotate over towards security to go into the camo. I mean, it doesn't get any easier for this for Team Liquid. Nobody even in the vicinity here for Ronin, and that is everything on the map going on over to Stellar.
All right, T-Squared, what is the next play? You get everything on the map. What else do you want here?
Want the double kill, the 2-for-1 rocket onto Spartan, onto L-Town as well. Suspector going to get the kill onto Eco, but Stellar is just going to rotate around and do everything that he can to make sure Liquid ends this game in dominating fashion. That is 2 more kills. That is the whole team on a staggered spawn right now as Stellar continues to add more pressure. This game is all over. Team Liquid's going to run away with this one. You don't have anyone going on over towards the Catwalk. Blue Ben's already secured. This triple cap is just too much for Ronin to handle. What a game for Liquid.
That is quite a game number 1 we just saw. Essentially reminded me of what we just looked at with EG and Straight. It was close to open things up, and then all of a sudden full control goes over in favor of one team, and the rest of the game is steamrolled out of control. Wow. We'll take a look at the stats here in just a moment.
Stellar, man, look at that. 6-6 for Sub-Zero, 10-9 for Eco, 6-12 for Ace, -6 for Ace. He was kind of just running around doing whatever. But look at that, 14-3 for Stellar. Are you kidding me? He had 3 deaths. That's insane. Ace had 4 times the amount of deaths. Eco 3 times the amount of deaths. And he still had as many kills as Sub-Zero and Ace combined, with more assists than anyone on the team. That is ridiculous stats from Stellar.
That's a great great performance here. And whenever you get a 2-for-1 with the Rockets, you know things are working out pretty well in your favor if you're able to stay alive on top of that. And Ace got half of his kills right there on blue plat. Got the double and picked up a 1-shot for a triple, half of his kills right then.
Yeah, it was very important for them to contest that overshield there. When Stellar was able to get the Rockets, pretty much after getting that great back smack, it seemed like everyone was trapped over towards the blue side for Ronin. So now we move into game 2 with Liquid full steam ahead right now. They won their series yesterday. No one was expecting them to do that in the fashion that they did, 3-1 against Envious, now up 1-0 against Ronin here. And again, Ronin, they have so much to play for, almost a must-win here. Just like Lunchbox was saying in his interview, everything from here on out after a poor start is a must-win. They've made their mistakes. That time is over.
Yep, you have Straight losing once again, yet to pick up a win. And then Ronin, their only win they've had so far is, in fact, over Straight Rippin'.
Yeah, exactly, and that could have been a 3-0 for Straight as well. And now we're looking at a Ronin team that's more deadly, but they've been having great scrim results, just not able to put it together this week over the last 2 days. They have to get something going here in game number 2, which, as I take a look at it, is Slayer on the rig. So Spartan, Straight Sick, the 2 Slayers here, you got to watch out for these guys. Someone's got to get the scatter shot. Someone's got to go off for the snipe to stop Team Liquid.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Slayer on the rig. We've seen Spartan kind of, I don't want to say carry, but it's almost the word to use with the sniper rifle and some of the things he's been able to do, bringing teams back into the game, just completely taking over the game. Now we are watching this one here with Stellar. Nobody pushed for Camo to open this one up, so a lot of slow play happening to start.
Yeah, Stellar unfortunately on the bad end of a team grenade there. 2-1 right now for Liquid, still trying to search for Spartan, who has that sniper rifle. You can see also Straight Sick has the camouflage. He's just crouching right there. Now that he recognized that Sub-Zero has the scatter shot, maybe he's going to shift focus on trying to get that player so he can try to have camo and scatter shot. But this is a tough situation to be in right now. Straight Sick, he finds that kill onto Stellar. Doesn't seem like anyone from Liquid is even responding to that call out either. Typically, when the camo player gets a kill, that's your opportunity to strike. But instead, Sub-Zero just going to lock this down. Bouncing it off the ground is going to take Suspector down pretty weak, but no one in the vicinity to help clean that up. Nice rotation coming in from Liquid. They were aware of the charge coming in from Ronin. However, Straight Sick is going to drop Stellar. Still has some of that camouflage. Now the charge coming in from Suspector with the scatter shot. Not able to take that player all the way down. Does come in with a nice grenade. That's going to kill Eco. That is a lead here for Ronin. First time in the series. And that's, again, a trade-off here. So 7-7. Stellar with that fantastic game before, trying to rotate outside the map, but Spartan's going to shut it down with perfect shots. And that is 9-7 here. Great job by Ronin staying in after that game 1 defeat.
One of the big questions here is who's going to find that sniper rifle? It did go down. Eco lost it. You can see on your screen now, it looks like L-Town got it. He gets taken weak. Numbers advantage is 3v3. L-Town doing his best, is moving over around by numbers advantages. Looks like he does help his team do that. Up by 3 kills now, and finally getting some time where things are going to settle down.
Gotta watch Carbine spawns. Gotta watch Carbine spawn. Someone has snuck all the way over there. I'm not sure if he spawned and is just crouching, but that is Eco being extremely sneaky. Keep in mind, radar has changed, so they have no idea that the player's over there. It's gonna be perfect coming out from Eco. Spartan gets the kill onto Sub-Zero. Straight Sick pushing on over towards that side of the map. We need to realize that they need help over here because this is where the weapons are. Stellar has that scatter shot, so that's gonna be a kill going in from Straight Sick. Can he do it? Yes, he does. Picks up that scatter shot off the dead body, and then the beatdown right onto Eco. 7-kill lead here, and then weapons in the hands of Straight Sick. This is what we were waiting for.
And that's so unfortunate for him as well. Keep in mind, there's only 1 shot left in that scatter that he picked up on the ground there, so that could have worked out a lot differently had any other weapon been there.
Not able to connect there on the head with the shot on to Sub-Zero, and now a trade of kills coming out. Last guy alive is Stellar, so they were able to locate where Ace was with that camouflage in an 8-kill lead. This is what we're expecting to see out of Ronin. There it is, Spartan with the weapons, picking off heads. Ready to rip off some more faces, looking over towards the top engine side. Noah going to pop out. I would love to see him set up on over towards that Carbine area, but he realized someone's already over there, so he's going to try to watch the top engine area. This is an area you got to be a little bit scared if someone is located top tower, but no one is, so great rotation coming in from Spartan. Aware of the players coming up from top engine, so a good prediction grenade. And look at that, Suspector picking off kills even off of the kill feed. Nobody even in the vicinity around Spartan, so this is all free shots for him if he wants it. Killing spree, picking up the headshot onto Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero looking for more. Ronin, they are feeling themselves here on the rig.
They are running away. And not only that, Tom, Suspector has also got himself a sniper rifle. That's the new one here. You know, and then looking at the stats, 9-5 from Spartan, 8-4 from Suspector, 6-2 from Straight Sick. Everybody showed up here.
Yeah, crazy to think about how game number 1 was so dominant from Team Liquid. Stellar had that amazing performance. Now I think he's sitting around 1-8 right now in game number 2. Stellar coming in out of nowhere, getting a Spartan charge on there. That's 2, maybe 3 kills going on over unanswered here to Team Liquid as Ace picks up that kill on Suspector. Altown's going to drop as well, so they got to be careful here for Ronin. They're letting a little too many free deaths go on over for Team Liquid, and they're going to have to back off and reset, but now Liquid's going to have to add more pressure and make sure that they're not able to slow this one down. And Straight Sick, he responds with some more aggression of his own towards that barrel side. 13 kill lead with the camo coming up. Ace picked it up last time, so both teams should have that time.
Yeah, and you can see there's a Stellar actually was the one to escape with a scatter shot. So power weapon control starting to change hands maybe a little bit. Nice double kill coming out of Sub-Zero. Picks up a kill on, or Stellar grabs one here on Spartan as well. 3 dead. Scatter shot in their hands, and now they know everyone's going to be coming off spawn at Carbine.
This is great if he can lock this area down. It's exactly what he needs to be doing. Watch out for that grenade, though. Did some pretty good damage, taking him down to no shields, or half shields at least. And now Stellar going to wait for those shields to charge out. There's a player right in front of him if he wants a scatter shot. He does. There's another player located towards that open field area. That player isn't weak, though. Perfect shots from Sparty onto Stellar. Another kill going on over to L-Town. He's the last guy alive, basement window, and now the rotation coming in from the spawns onto bunker for Liquid. Are they going to get over towards top tower before anyone is able to get in there for Ronin? No, Ace just going to slow down, make his way towards the pipes, and then try to get some more players to push on this barrels with him.
Yeah, I think they were down by as much as 13, so they're definitely putting a dent here in this scoreboard. And some big battles for top tower control are happening right now. You see the collapse starting to come in a little bit. Couple kills being traded both ways, but overall advantage maybe to Liquid if they're able to kill off Straight Sick here.
Straight Sick caught out in the open. Perfect shots from Ace. Players just walking in a straight line. Ace wishes that he had a grenade because that would have been an easy double kill. Could have shifted his focus over towards the Whitehall. Can he get the melee? His shield's at least recharged for him. Now he's going to switch on over to his pistol, like you said, Kyle. No secondaries here, so having that battle rifle even more of an advantage when you run out of ammo or at least need to switch weapons, and that's exactly what Ace did. Look at this, that 13 kill lead, now only 3 kills here. You got to be scared if you're Ronin.
Oh, this is heartbreaking for Ronin right now, being up by so much and now just not being able to get anything going. And you can see in the kill feed Sub-Zero, that was not a death stick, that was a good decent throw that he just had to pick up a kill there. So we're still watching Ace. He's got a battle rifle, looking at all of the weapons everybody's got. So it's a sniper and a battle rifle versus a DMR right now. So still heavily in favor of Team Liquid.
Yes, Stellar is the man with the sniper rifle right now, and that's a kill going on over to Eco. Straight Sick's gonna drop. You have a player on the overpass. That's another kill going on over. 3 dead, all 4 dead for Ronin. Are you kidding me? Liquid with an insane comeback here on the rig.
And then Ace immediately pushes the bunker to block that spawn. The rest of Liquid is now gonna know everyone, all 4 members coming off spawn over here towards Carbine. Stellar had the sniper rifle.
What a grenade from L-Town, keeping Ronin in this game, tied up at 40. Were they able to locate the sniper rifle off of his dead body? Sub-Zero, he's gonna grab the scatter shot. Uh-oh, look out, Sparty, you're getting pinched from both sides. That's a wingman coming out, but look at that, 3 players bottom engine. I'm just gonna keep it on the death screen so you can see that is absolutely insane aggression coming out from Ronin. Are they gonna be met by Liquid on the other side? They are. Dead. 2 kills going on over, 3 kills going on over Ronin. Now Sparty, the last guy alive, he's gonna have to retreat and get out of there. No support coming in and just falling back, waiting for these players now to push out. There's a player that spawned on over towards the Carbine that could really screw these guys over on Ronin, but he's not aware that Spartan's over towards that nest bridge area. Here's the aggression coming out from Ronin. Spartan's gonna drop down. He's no shields, trying to rotate out of that engine area. There's a player on over towards that catwalk. That's a free kill if they call it out. And there it is. Ace was the guy with the flank, and he picks up the kill.
46-42 after, I think it was 33-20 or something like that, Tom. Team Liquid really stepping it up here, maybe looking at a 2-0 lead. The Ronin has just run into a brick wall and have not been able to do anything since this game hit the halfway mark.
Not at all. Wow, are you kidding me? What a game there coming out from Liquid. Holy cow, the comeback was complete and it wasn't even close at the end. 50-43. we got to find out how much they were down. It was definitely 13, could have been even more than that.
Yeah, we'll see when the replays come up here, but we'll take a quick look at the stats, find out who is really stepping up here for both of these squads. You had Sub-Zero 16-12, Ace 13-11-8. And then decent assists here coming out, especially from Echo at 12 here. So just really just a solid team performance.
4 perfect kills coming out from Ace. Not many power weapon kills from both the teams. 2 for Sub-Zero, 2 for Stellar, 4 coming out from the other end on Ronin. It's just so unfortunate for these guys that they couldn't stop the just onslaught of aggression that these guys from Liquid continued to put on. Let's take a look at the score here. There it is, a 15 kill lead, 30 to 15. There it is, a 10 kill lead right around the 34 mark. I'm curious to see exactly what the biggest deficit is there. Overall, from the stats that we saw at that replay, it was 15, 30 to 15. So it didn't happen towards the tail end of the game, but there was a point in time that I didn't think Liquid was going to be able to come back. And right when I started thinking that, that's when they started to rack up all those kills.
So was that a 35 to 13 kill run to close out the game?
Yeah, pretty much what Ronin was doing to Liquid in the beginning of the game, Liquid did right back on to Ronin. It's just that they were able to execute it just a little bit better there. And I can't remember, you know, what exactly happened from Ronin, why it all just went so, you know, bad so fast. But I thought once L-Town got that grenade kill onto Stellar, and it was 40 to 40, we were going to see something happen. But nobody ended up picking up that sniper rifle, and they didn't say, hey, I got this kill here, maybe we should start and playing a little bit aggressive. And they started to kind of play a little bit scared, and rightfully so, because your lead just disappeared so fast.
I'd be a little scared.
Yeah, I'd be a little bit scared too. And that's just great for Liquid, because now that will give them confidence not only for the remainder of this series to try to close this one out, but even going into like Atlanta, for example, where you're going up against a great team, you don't give up, you continue to fight through that one and then win that game. So that's just gonna, you know, tack on more confidence and more, you know, momentum boost for a team that is still kind of finding their way right now and finding out how good they can be.
Right, and of course, as we get ready to head into game number 3, we've got a 2-0 lead here for Liquid in a Coliseum CTF. Like I said before, you like Eden, I like Coliseum favorite, but the Coliseum games today have been pretty good so far. So hopefully this one won't be one to disappoint.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, I don't think it's over for Ronin. I think that they can continue to fight back. Obviously, they showed tons of resilience just in the beginning of that last game by brushing off the loss on Eden, which was pretty one-sided for Team Liquid. But it's going to have to come down to these key players again, Straight-Sick and Spartan. We didn't see any miraculous snipes with Straight-Sick when he picked up that sniper rifle. We saw some good stuff coming out from the scatter shot from Straight-Sick, but not necessarily as much damage from Spartan and Straight-Sick as I would have liked to see. So we'll find out what's going to happen here. We'll find out what type of team Ronin is. Are they going to fall 3-0, or are they going to continue to fight and try to push this series to the max?
Now, one thing I would like to say is everyone here from Ronin is, I feel like, pretty exceptional on this map in particular. L-Town, back in the day, watching him compete in Pro League, he always had some monstrous games on Slayer on Coliseum and Regret, if I recall correctly, where he's hitting at 18, 19, 20-plus kills sometimes. And then Straight-Sick, we saw what he did to Optic Gaming, or CLG, when he was formerly Optic, Suspector, and Spartan. Same kind of thing. Some of the flag grabs they get, some of the sneaky pulls, things like that have been exceptional. Spartan even securing that reverse sweep over Straight Rippin' at Worlds on this map, the final map.
Ace has a good opportunity to get around the corner. His shields are taken down, but the last guy alive is shooting him in the back. Is he going to grab this flag? He does. Still clambers up over a rock that nobody knew you could clamber over, and now he's trying to bring this one in and home with only a minute into this game. Stellar picking up some kills with the rockets. Ace still has plenty of sniper ammo too, so he can either go into the window with this sniper rifle, which is what I would be doing. That's exactly the play that he decides to do. He can rotate this on over towards the elbow and do a little bit of a Slayer strategy, which I would like to see since they don't have anyone with the sniper area quite yet. And perfect plays from Ace, exactly by the book.
Tom's favorite place to see somebody sniping here, over on the elbow, the lines of sight. You can shoot people on elbow, you can shoot people over at Fallon, and we'll see if Ace is able to really put this weapon to use.
has to challenge that because he's aware there's a player shooting him in the back from top rocket side. Fortunately for him, he has support all around him. Teammates are going to drop left and right. Now he's going to have to go for some miraculous no-scopes. Hits both of those players in the body. Is he going to be able to get this clean up? There is a player down below him. Going to have to get the no-scope again. Not able to do so, but either way, still buying some serious time for his teammates to help get this return.
Wow, they didn't even get that flag. Was that a one? Is either 1v3 or 1v4 situation?
Oh yeah, it was definitely a 1-on-3 situation. I'm not sure overall how many people could have eventually collapsed on him, but definitely a 2-on-1 situation right in front of him with the players that were on top of that flagpole. But now L-Town are going to have to regroup here, maybe focus on getting those rockets that just popped up. Nobody has grabbed those quite yet. You can still see the green arrow over towards that right-hand side. There it is. Players now making their way on over there. Straight Stick, he's going to get dropped from the DMR across the map from Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero going to immediately fly in towards the window, trying to get the kill onto Suspector. Finds the double. However, L-Town has the perfect shots onto Ace. Now you're going to have a little bit of a meat shield coming in behind Sub-Zero as they have pulled this one over towards the snipe side. Stellar with the rockets again. That's twice we've seen a flag capture happen while Stellar's had the rockets.
Yeah, Stellar is really developing as the power weapon player here for Team Liquid, I feel. Just in that Eden game alone, we saw him rotate to get the rockets immediately on top of Overshield, followed up by a kill and a grab of camo. So clearly this guy knows how he fits into this team.
Yeah, of course. And not only that, but he had so much great support coming in from the players that needed to run the objective all around him. And that rocket's not going to connect. Wow, Suspector given the business there by Sub-Zero. This is all Liquid right now. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, besides that triple kill coming out from Spartan, I'm not seeing anything coming in. He wants the over. He's flying in for it, coming in hot. Spartan versus Sub-Zero. Going to go for a little bit of a swim on the bottom of the map. But I'm not seeing anything from Ronin in terms of being able to get inside of the Team Liquid base. That makes me think that this game is going to, be somewhat of a competitive series here. I mean, it's all Liquid.
Yeah, it really is all Liquid, just kind of running away with this. The beginning was, a little bit undecided, but both times that Liquid's had the flag grabs here for these two captures, I think it was Rockets and Sellers' hands that really kind of secured those victories and is paying out dividends in their favor.
Ace comes in with the double kill. That's twice we've seen him with some nice defense. He did clean up someone's kills, so it wasn't all him there. Nice bait and switch coming in, but the desperation was setting in for Ronin because they know they have to get a flag capture soon, and that little baby ground pound not going to do anything for Ace. He was just trying to stay alive as long as possible.
He likes those baby clamors and the baby ground pounds.
Yeah, younger brother, so, definitely still looks pretty young, too. How old is Ace?
24?
Yeah.
24 maybe?
24, all right. Well, he's playing Halo for a good 7-8 years now competitively, so that's true. It's so hard to keep up with those guys nowadays, especially when you're losing track of being able to count with my Alzheimer's that I have.
But either way, we're watching Suspector. He does put that first flag cap in here for Ronin, so they're starting to make a game of it. 2-1, and still plenty of time left to play here. Eco in that battle. We'll see how this one plays out. Straight Stick elects to back down. Probably a good position as you have, or a good decision, excuse me, as the positioning here of his teammates. Penguin does secure himself a kill as well.
Stellar, he's trying to be the flag guy here at the end. Looks like he is going to drop. What a grenade coming in from Spartan. Such height on that one. Ace, though, he is trying to put his Nikes on and put that flag in. The flag has been pulled, however, from L-Town. Tossed out towards bottom center. We were wondering how much fight Ronin was going to have left in them. Apparently, there is tons left as they were able to put that flag capture in and also get that pull. So L-Town really saving the day. Also, Spartan with that grenade did some serious damage. Now Ace is going to try to be the hero over here. Gets the kill. Is he going to be able to find any weapons? Thought he had possibly a rocket down over there, but it's just going to be a carbine now in a big 1v1 against L-Town. That L-Town's going to win, and now that rocket side of the map has been opened up. It's been split, so snipe side in control of Team Liquid. You have flag over towards that rocket side here for Ronin. Obviously a huge advantage for Team Liquid, but this is an opportunity for Ronin to get back into this series because we've all seen it happen so many times in these flag standoffs that it results in a double cap because the amount of control that you have to have in order to be able to get the return just goes to show that you most likely are going to be able to get a flag pull yourself. But there is the aggression coming in from Liquid. Eco's so confident that they're going to get the return that he already hops onto that flag stand, and there it is. Team Liquid 3-1, dominating the series overall, 3-0.
And this Liquid squad is starting to look pretty scary. Obviously last night wasn't a fluke if they're able to beat NB and then followed up with a 3-0 over this newly formed Ronin eSports squad. So of course that was a 3-1 victory, but all three games were pretty one-sided. Not as close as what we've seen in some of the earlier series here today. But let's take a look at the stats here and break this down. And it looks like Slay's heavily in favor of Liquid, Sub-Zero 15-8, Ace 13-9, 2 perfect kills there. He's racked up like 10 perfect kills today alone.
Yeah.
And Stellar, of course, with his power weapon plays, he had 4 of them total.
What we're looking at now after that series with Liquid is I think we definitely have, we touched base on it yesterday, but we definitely have our top 4 teams right now. Optic Gaming, Splice, their records speak for themselves, sitting undefeated still. Then it's the conversation of who's 3rd and 4th, really. I mean, Liquid, they beat Envy yesterday. Is it safe to say that they're the better team still? I don't know. Maybe we have to wait till DreamHack Atlanta to find that out. But without a doubt, right now, it is Liquid, Envy, Optic, and then Splice. After that,
Not
still,
in that order, right?
No, not in that order. But still, after that, there's a lot to be figured out.
Yeah.
Separating themselves from the pack, though, obviously, is Team Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, Liquid clearly showing up here. Ace has to be happy with his decision. The rest of Liquid's got to be pretty happy with their decision, as well as, you know, we talked about it before. They weren't able to win. They really needed to revitalize the team, and sometimes it's a team change.
All right, looks like we have a winner view this time. It is going to be Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
All right, so a 3-0 sweep for you guys. Were you guys expecting to come out that hot and dominate the series, or were you expecting Ronin to be pushing you guys to the limit, knowing that they are trying to fight as much as possible to get their 2nd win?
You know, they've been playing pretty good in scrims, and they played Luminosity pretty tough yesterday, so I thought they'd be a little bit better than that. I think they kind of underperformed, to be honest. Like, I don't know, I expected more.
Yeah, it seems to be, like you said, the scrims are really getting put together, and then when it comes tournament time, just not quite there. Do you think it's a little bit of tournament jitters, or what could be a factor in between not having the best tournament performance, but yet you're doing great in scrims?
I think it's that added pressure of there's actually something to play for. Like in scrims, there's not really much to play for other than you won the scrim, but like nobody actually cares about that. I think it could be the fact that they just made a team change. Maybe they have some things to work out, but.
All right, and then, so talk to us a little bit about the difference here between the old Liquid and this new Liquid with Ace and how your team is gelling.
I think Ace brings some needed intensity, I guess. I guess some people think we're kind of boring or we lack energy. Ace is not that. He goes hard all the time, 100% of the time. So I think that's really helpful to the team, and I'm liking him a lot.
Playstyle-wise, is there anything that you feel like has changed with this team? Because to me, it seems like a lot of weapons went into the hands of Stellar today.
Definitely, we've been controlling power weapons better, and we've been trying to focus them to Brayden because he's really good with them. And I would also say Ace brought some aggression, and we didn't have that before, I guess. So I think that's a good thing, too.
All right, now clearly you guys are making a run for the top here, and Tom was saying right at the end of that series that you guys really are looking to separate yourselves and that we've kind of found our top 4 teams in the league now. How do you feel about his statement?
I definitely think we're in the top 4, but I think we can go farther than that. I definitely am looking to win the next tournament, and I'm going to put in all the work necessary to do that.
I thought you were going to say I was going to put some money down or something like that. I was expecting some sort of guarantee. So your guys' matchups next week, what are you guys going to be doing preparing from now until then?
Definitely watching a lot of film. I think that's super underrated right now. I feel like not a lot of people do that, and I think we're going to be doing a lot of that as a team, and I think that's very helpful in preparing for matches.
All right, Sub-Zero. Well, first of all, congratulations. That was an amazing performance. You guys had some incredible comebacks, especially in Game 2. It's amazing you guys are able to stick through and keep trying, being down 30-15, things like that. But once again, congratulations. Best of luck next week, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
That was some great answers coming in from Penguin. You could tell they're hungry. They're serious about doing it, and I love to hear the answer that they're going to be going over theater. I think that's a very underutilized thing.
Yeah. I mean, we've had private conversations about practice and things that teams should be doing and best ways to improve. And even some of the top teams don't take advantage of those things available to them.
We never had theater back in our day.
Yeah. I mean, we've definitely overcome a lot, and Halo's grown a lot here as well. But let's go ahead and recap today's schedules with the scores, see how these matches played out. We had the Splice over Team Envious in a Game 5. We had the roster situations and ineligible roster here for Luminosity, which gave Optic Gaming their win. Evil Geniuses over Straight in a 3-0, and a Team Liquid 3-0 over Ronin eSports.
I let us down with the predictions today. I mean, I was like 3-2 for sure. Then everything else is going to be a 3-1 or 3-2, but just dominating performances coming out towards the tail end of things. Evil Geniuses and Team Liquid really shaping up there. Straight Rippin' and Ronin, they're fighting down at the bottom now, sitting in 7th and 8th. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens next week.
Yeah, and as we take a look at the standings here, Optic and Splice still ahead of the pack, but Splice going to that Game 5 makes their map win percentage a little bit lower here. Liquid has separated themselves from that tiebreaker with a 3-2 record with 2 victories this week. Envious, the exact opposite, have fallen down with 2 losses. Evil Geniuses sitting at 2-3 with Luminosity here now as well. And then the relegation conversation, you can really see what teams are starting to fall into that category.
Yeah, if you would have told me that Splice was undefeated, that Envious would have the same record as EG and Luminosity, and that Straight Rippin' was sitting at 0-5, I'd be like, you're absolutely crazy. So this has definitely been the most unpredictable season so far. But guys, we want to know your feedback, so make sure that you hit us up with your feedback. There will be the link down below. It's esl.gg/HCS2017 feedback. I mean, the link says it all.
Right, and before we sign off here, Tom, let's take a look at next week's Day 1 matches to see which teams will be facing off. Straight Rippin' versus Luminosity is going to be very important for these guys. As
both teams.
Yeah, both teams. Luminosity really wants to get out of that conversation of relegation or not have any risk there. Team Envious versus Ronin. That's got to be scary for Ronin moving forward. Team Liquid versus Evil Genius is going to be another really important one. And then who is going to pick up their first loss? Because obviously both of these teams cannot win. We've got Splice going up against Optic
That
Gaming.
better be the match of the week. If that's not the match of the week, I quit.
All right, Tom, we may very well put that as the match of the week just for you. But of course, I think everyone can agree that one is going to be one to tune in for. Now, of course, everyone, thank you so much for watching us here tonight. We had another exciting day's matches. We're finding out who our top 4 teams are and finding out who is trying to battle to get out of relegation. So make sure you don't miss any of the Halo action, and we will be back next week on Wednesday with the matches you were just looking at before. So take care, and GG's everyone.